Yeah, obviously not the record that we were looking for. I think that we all know that there was a lot of plays that we left out there, and I think I hate to say it because again, 1-5 is not the goal. This is a production type of game, and you win or you lose. But to be up in three consecutive games, two scores in the second half, to be within one score in the fourth quarter of the last game that we ended up playing, and I think is a huge step for the program. I think that our guys are learning what it takes to truly close out those games, right? Finish games is going to become an enormous part of our summer focus, and on into the fall is what that's going to take is going from B to C. We've poured the concrete of the foundation of the program. We feel really good about where we are and what everyone does off the field, and then how the guys prepare. Now we've got to have great focus on how we move from B to C. We become a championship level football team and win consistently by just doing what we do and taking that final step forward. So that's kind of the sum of the season. There's obviously a lot of things that we would have loved to do better. I was certainly disappointed that the seniors didn't get to have their senior day out here on O'Brien. We were able to kind of have a senior send off. We went out and had our final practice. I shouldn't say practice. We just got the team together out on the field, let the seniors have their opportunity to address the guys, and then walk off through the senior tunnel one last time. But certainly, again, without the results, I think that everybody within the program, I'm just finished up my player meetings with everybody on the roster, and everybody that's in the program here is excited about the direction and really understands what we're capable of, and just excited to go take that final step to become a consistent winner. Yeah, you know what? That's what our plan is going to be this summer is laser sharp focus on how we're moving forward. Number one is going to be create connection. Anytime you start with a new group of guys or a new football team, we've got to create those connections internally so that we can be connected to our why in our program, which is for each other. And our guys truly have to care for one another. They got to have some of those connections off the field. That was no excuse whatsoever, but certainly a challenge within COVID times to find ways to get guys around each other in a healthy and safe way. I continue to be extremely, extremely impressed and grateful for our young men that of how we managed through COVID and didn't have any shutdowns with the program. We were available to play every single game and had very, 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 very few positives in that finals in our during the season. So it was certainly an incredible commitment by the guys, but it came at a cost. It came at a cost of connection to each other off of the field. And we've got to get back now that the vaccine is a readily available thing and we were able to start moving forward. I think we're excited about creating that connection. The next part of that is what we have to talk about is lead, follow, or get out of the way. That's going to be our focus this summer, is that we got to push as coaches. We know what we've had to do, and we've had to get our guys to do the right things and understand what the standard of the program is. Now it's our job to empower the guys within the program, the leaders that have been here for a couple of years, or just that maybe just showing up. Leadership has no title and has no age limit. That you can walk in the door and we've got to lead and be ready to uphold that standard for everybody. Guys, some guys aren't ready to lead. Some guys are just ready to follow others, and that's okay too. And then we've just got to get out of the way. We've got to, as coaches, narrow our focus to the leaders and the followers, and the guys that are going to get out of the way. Our focus has to go back to them in January, because quite honestly, our off season is the shortest off season in the history of football. So it's time to go lead, follow, or get out of the way. And then the final one is finish, right? That's our final goal. There's going to be a finish to every single thing that we do all summer. There's going to be a competition daily. We are going to put these guys in adverse situations, make them strain for that little bit extra, make them strain for that extra finish. It's something that we've always done, but I think that our results now, right? Sometimes the until the student is ready, the teacher doesn't appear, right? I think that the students in our football program are now ready to understand the value of that finish and how important it is for just that little bit extra. And so that's going to be an enormous part of everything we do from now all the way through the last regular season football game in November, getting ready for the playoffs. Yeah, we're excited. There'll be a couple of things going on this summer as we return to quote unquote some sense of normalcy coming out of COVID. It's going to allow us to be actually get off campus and recruit a little bit at camps and as coaches, and also allow us to bring prospects here to campus for the first time in a really, really, really long time. So that's going to be one of the things that we got to focus on from a coaching perspective. But that cannot lose focus on what's really important, what's important right now, and that's getting ourselves ready for a successful fall. So our young men are going to be back on campus on June 5th and 6th, ready for the first summer workout all together on June 7th. And again, go back to that lead follower, get out of the way. It's time for these young men to take ownership of that workout program. We've got a great, obviously, director of football performance with Coach Stein, and a great plan for this summer to get our bodies in a position to go be our best. We get to play in week 0 this fall, which is earlier than everybody else in college football. It's an incredible opportunity. It starts football practice for us earlier than everybody else in the country. It starts us in the end of July. So it's going to be even that much more critical to maximize our 7 weeks as a coaching staff, making sure we're focused on the right things. And then again, if it's lead follower, get out of the way, we better step back a little bit and make sure that we're empowering the leadership to make sure, and that doesn't reduce our presence. It just says it's time for you guys to own that A to B so we can go B to C. I appreciate everybody's support. You've continued to be incredible. Obviously, our young men really, really felt it in our final home games. Certainly excited for that moving forward. I think important to note is that our Panther Club golf outings are back. We've got 3 Panther Club outings this summer. That's going to be critical for support for the football program moving into the fall. Obviously, athletics in general, but the football program benefits in a major way by that. And again, just exciting when you talk about another group of young men that are coming in ready to help us win a championship this fall. We've got a bunch of newcomers again coming in at this point, another group of 30. So this is going to be an incredible group that we're adding on to. And now we're going to have guys that have started 2 and 3 years all together in this football program, ready to go take that final step. So please come out and support us at some point this summer at one of those outings. More importantly, we're going to get back on the gridiron on August 28th against Indiana State. So be ready to come support us. Go Panthers.